Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR, and today we're going to be looking at the up and coming update for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on Tuesday the 22nd of December. We're going to be looking at such items as VR, the A32nx updates and updates to the weather, and any other news. So stay tuned. So the first item on our list this morning is VR virtual reality. This is coming on the 22nd of December on update 2, and it's going to be supported by Windows Mixed Reality, the Oculus and the Steam VR, which also means any of you Pimax users will also be compatible. Also, the higher end headsets are going to work fine. Pimax AK 5K S Pluses will be supported through Steam VR, Windows Mixed Reality and the Oculus. They haven't actually mentioned if the Oculus is going to be supported natively through its own software or if we have to use the Steam VR, but I'm sure that is something that we will find out later down the line. But the VR itself is looking fantastic. The VR experience will be seamless. It will include a full pre-flight menu interface. That way the players won't have to remove the headset at any point during the play session, which is really good. Also, all windows are dockable, and you can click and drag them to any specific location and keep them there. You can also resize all the windows, and if you hold left click and scroll with your mouse wheel, you can even change the depth of field within those windows. So the VR itself is looking incredible. Can't wait to get it involved in with the simulator, and we only have 3 days to wait. Next on our list this morning is the fly-by-wire, the A32nx. They have a new stable update. It's now up to version 0.50. There's been a huge changelog, a lot of new features. Some of the major new features are the AOC init request Simbrief integration, completely reworked flight models, flaps, AIO, drag thrust ratios, vertical stabilizers, completely reworked engine, cockpit and ground roll sounds, completely reworked the interior and exterior lighting, major improvements to the PFD, ND, EWD and SD display gauges, improved speed calculations, SF, VAPP, VLS, included ground speed mini implementations, added support for airways, implemented ATSU AOC with meter, TAF, ATIS request and free text, implemented options MacDo, menu for configuring user settings, Addons alignment time, DMC self-test time, meter, TAF, ATIS request sources and switching between metric and imperial units. There are a lot of other minor fixes and bug fixes. Some of the bug fixes that we know of are flaps, PTU and fuel pumps are no longer heard in the cockpit, improved calculations of V-speeds, autopilot wobble, migrated, fixed takeoff memo appearing after landing. There are still a few little known issues, but they are obviously continuing to work very, very hard on this mod. Continuing on with the A32nx by fly-by-wire, we want to be talking about the dev mod now as well. So if we go into the cockpit itself, okay, what we want to talk about now that we come into the aircraft is the new Simbrief integration for the MacDo on the A32nx. Now this is amazing. So basically, as you can see, we now have an init request. If we press this, nothing's going to come up because it says no Simbrief user. It is now connected with Simbrief. So just like the real world, pilots would actually have their flight plans and company plans built onto this. Obviously they would double check everything, of course, but they would already be pre-integrated into their system. So what we're going to do now to connect that up, if we go to the MacDo menu and we go to the options and we look at the AOC, you're going to see Simbrief. There's a new option here in Simbrief. We just click that, it's going to want our username, and my username is of course InsideAgameR. We're going to throw that into the username and now return. So if we go back to the init page, if I go to my init requests, it's now going to put in my latest flight plan from Simbrief. And it is okay, we're in Gatwick going EGKK to EGPH. As you can see here, there's got our flight number AIG 1025. It's given us a flight number of cost index of 18. And our flight level of 30,000 feet. Now just to show you that is correct, I'm just going to drag my Simbrief across. We make it a little bit larger. You can see here airline AIG 1025 A320. That is my call sign. EGKK to EGPH. Flight level 30,000. Okay, so that is one of our company routes for Simply Connect My Virtual Airliners. So yeah, there we go. This is now working amazingly. The only thing that you would then have to start looking at, of course, is your flight plan. The only thing that you would need to do is your from and your destination, because that is realistic. ATC would tell you what runway and stuff you're coming into while you're up in the air and where you're departing. So you would still have to change, you know, from EGKK, you'd have to say, you know, ATIS might say you're going from 26 left, which is quite normal in Gatwick, and they would give me my departure. I don't know what departure that we currently have on that flight plan. I didn't look, but just say, you know, they gave us the LAM 6M, and we could insert that into the flight plan. And then obviously, as we're coming close to our destination, the ATC would call us and say, okay, we need you to arrive at ILS 06, and you're going to come in on the Gervie 1E transition once you're up in the air. That is pretty much what you'd still have to input into this, but this is a fantastic feature. The MacDo is coming on a hell of a lot. It's getting really realistic. The fly-by-wire team are doing a fantastic job, and hopefully they continue working as hard as they are. Next on my list for the next big update on the 22nd of December, Microsoft Flight Simulator will be getting snow and ice coverage with its next free update. The update will bring real-time snow and true-to-life ice coverage to the game. The developers have created a remarkable facsimile of the entire world, but it has many limitations, including the fact that the consistency satellite images tend to be captured only on clear, bright days. This has meant since its launch in August, Microsoft Flight Simulator has been locked to an endless internal summer. The addition of snow is therefore a tremendous achievement and marks the integration of yet another data stream into the simulation. Next will come full colors. So I think it's pretty good that they are bringing in some new weather systems. I think that's something that a lot of flight simulators lack. So yeah, bringing in snow and ice I think is going to be fantastic. So we're all going to be having a white Christmas this year. Okay, finally on the list today, what I want to look at is this adjust the position of your aircraft on the ground. This is a great little add-on for you guys. I highly recommend this little add-on. And what it actually does is, say, you know, sometimes you load the game and you don't actually know where other aircraft are going to be. Sometimes it actually spawns your plane on top of other planes, especially smaller GA planes I'm finding, especially now that I've turned up a lot more AI traffic. So what this actually does, instead of you have to go out and reload, you can change your parking position while you're at the airport. So this is a fantastic little add-on, guys. Definitely highly recommend it. I had to add it to today. I've had to use it a few times now since it came out. And yeah, I definitely recommend this to you guys. There we have it, guys. There's my latest news and updates for the new update on the 22nd of December for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. If you are enjoying this content, please do subscribe down to the channel below. Hit that bell icon for notifications. I upload nearly every single day. If any of you guys would like to come join my virtual airlines as well, simply connect, come join the Discord and come fly with us. You are more than welcome. And other than that, for myself, guys, thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye for now.